Here with Nicholls men's basketball coach J.P. Piper. And Coach, you're getting ready to finish your first week of preseason practice. Just tell us a little bit about how practice has been going, what you've been seeing, and just getting them prepared for the new season coming up here shortly.
Things are going well. So far, we're injury-free, which is always big. We've had a few nicks and bruises, but nothing unusual. So we're getting a lot of work done with the whole group of guys. We seem to be willing to develop a defensive identity. I'm encouraged by that. I expect that to continue. Offense is a little rusty right now, a lot of turnovers, poor shot selection, but that's pretty normal early. We're starting to scrimmage a little more, fewer breakdown drills, and more kind of the whole piece of the puzzle, if you will. So getting up and down the floor, transition defense, transition offense, half-court defense. And again, rusty in some spots, but nothing unusual, nothing to discourage us. Still very excited about what I see with this group, and really love how hard they're working.
That was going to be another one of my questions, Coach. Is like this is really the first time you've gotten to have the entire team really play and practice together to kind of form that unity that they're going to need throughout the rest of the year. Just talk a little bit about some of the outside of the things you've been doing outside of just playing together, scrimmaging. What are some of the other things that the guys have been able to do just to kind of build that camaraderie for the year coming up?
Well, we run on the track on Monday mornings trying to get our guys' conditioning tests done. They have to run a mile in 5 minutes, 30 seconds. And so we have the whole team there, even the guys that have already made it, show up and run. So that's kind of a team-building activity. And then we had a leaders meeting recently where we elected team captains. Jeremy Smith and Fred Hunter were elected team captains by their peers. The coaches don't vote on that. And set goals for the season. So that was another important activity in the life of our program as we prepare. And encouraged by the goals that the guys set. They want to defend their home court, try to win all their games at home. They want to compete for a conference championship. No real surprises, things you would expect, but well articulated and not unrealistic goals, but certainly things that they're going to have to put some work in if they expect to achieve them, which I think is appropriate.
And lastly, Coach, just talk a little bit about preparing for the season opener. You're going to play a tough Vanderbilt team. Just what are some of the things that you're kind of thinking about right now? Have you been able to see any film on them? Have you kind of started thinking about them? Or right now is it just mostly about getting the guys to play in harmony with each other and just kind of going from there?
Really, right now it's more about us. We haven't thought much about Vanderbilt at all. We do have a scrimmage coming up a week from Sunday against Southern University in Baton Rouge. We're going to ride up there on Sunday afternoon and play. So we'll start to talk about Southern late next week. But right now, really, the focus needs to be on us. And then we'll have a little gap between Southern and going to play Vanderbilt where we can continue to tune things up. But honestly, in the pre-conference, when you look at games like Vanderbilt and Missouri, I'm not as worried about preparing for them as I am preparing us for January, February in conference. So we'll do everything we can to try to win those games. But like I tell our guys every year, beating Vanderbilt doesn't get us in the NCAA tournament. Winning our conference can. So the focus really needs to be on preparing our team the best way that we can.